Hey everyone, it's Jill and welcome to another edition of Jilly Makes a Cake. Okay, so today is really just like a hack for making the perfect layer cakes ever. And what do I mean by the perfect layer cake? We all know how to make a vanilla sponge by now because you've already watched the video on the vanilla layer cakes, either 2 or 3 layers, 4 layers, 5 layers, however many layers you want to make. You're going to use a cake tin that looks something like this. Oh, mine still has some crumbs in it. You're going to use a cake tin something like this, or maybe you're going to use a square, maybe you're going to use a rectangle. Either way, what happens in the oven is that the outside cooks much faster than the inside. And what do you get from that? You get a domed cake. You get the outside is going to be really kind of crunchy, really kind of dark. It's not going to be the same consistency as the cake in the middle. What are we looking for? We're looking to cool down the outside in order for that to cook slower and at the same speed as the inside of the cake, so we can make it flat, so it doesn't look like a huge bubble. That way it's easier to ice, and also more importantly, it's the taste of a cake. The taste of a cake is vital for really showing up somewhere or making a cake for somebody and it being like the best cake they've ever had. What I'm going to show you is 2 ways in which we can make this happen. Very simple. You can go to Wilton.com or you can make these yourself. These are like cake bands from Wilton. They are made out of polyester and it's basically just a band of material. And what you're going to do is when you order these online, or if you make them, you're going to soak them in a little bowl of water for like 5 minutes while you're getting your cakes ready, and then all you do, you'll wring out most of the water. It will still be relatively damp. You're going to take your Bake Even strip, which is the actual brand name for this. You're going to put it over the top of your baking tray and you're going to decrease the size so that it actually fits like that. And all you do is you're literally just going to pull one end and it will just reduce the size of the Bake Even strip. It's super simple. When you put it in the oven, it might sizzle a tiny bit. When you are done, it's really easy removal. You're just going to take it off. I've used mine 3 or 4 times and it's already a little bit brown, which is fine. They're $10. You get 2 in a pack. Check down below and I'll leave a link for you, or you can order them on Amazon or at Wilton.com. Like I said, they're about $10 for 2 strips. You can make them yourself. Okay, if you don't want to make them yourself, get ready. I'm going to show you the perfect way to make them. You are going to get yourself paper towel. A big old piece of paper towel, and what we want is we want enough paper towel that's going to go around the entire outside of our baking tray. So it's about that much. Okay, so it's to about there, and we want that cut off. So now I've reduced the size of this very easily. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to put this paper towel in some water and wring it out. I'm not going to wring out a lot of water, I'm just going to wring out enough. So for me, it's still holding a lot of the moisture, but it's not completely soaking. If you want to leave it a little bit wetter, I actually don't think it matters, in all honesty. Anyway, let's leave this to one side for a second. What you're going to get now, a piece of foil that's exactly the same length as your kitchen paper. So we have this huge square of foil. We also have our very damp paper towel or kitchen roll. Gently unravel your paper towel like so. Sorry if you can't see me, but that's fine. You just need to be able to hear me. Unravel him. If you tear him, it's no big deal. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Okay. Unravel the paper towel. Okay. Lay the paper towel onto the foil and fold it in half. And in half meaning bottom to top, not length to length. You're going to fold it bottom to top. Then you're going to fold it again. Once you've folded it again, you're going to have a strip that looks like that. Simple. With me so far? Now lay the piece of wet kitchen paper onto your foil, and you're going to fold the foil over the kitchen paper, and what we want is just the size of the kitchen paper. Doesn't matter how you do it, you should end up with something that looks a little bit like this. Then you're going to turn your baking tin over. You're going to secure one side with your fingers, wrap the foil around the baking tray, keep wrapping, keep wrapping, keep wrapping until it's all the way around. Then all you're going to do, I'm going to do it this way so you can see, is press down the underneath part. So when you've wrapped your foil around, it's going to look something like this all the way around. Don't worry that it's loose. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Just make sure that you get the foil all the way up to the edges. Then you're going to put your cake mix into the cake pan, and the whole thing with the foil is going to go into the oven. And what's going to happen is the moisture from inside the foil is going to decrease the temperature of the outside part of the baking pan, which means in turn that the outside of your cake is going to cook slower than standard and probably at the same speed as the inside part of your cake. So the cake should come out a little bit looking like this, and you'll see that it's yellow all the way around. There's no like dark brown bit in the middle, which can just suck. Like if you have this beautiful vanilla layer cake or chocolate vanilla, whichever layer cake you make, and if it has this really hard crunchy part on the outside, it can kind of spoil a cake. And when you take your cake baking to the next level, people are like, okay, what? So that's my tip. You can either go with the Wilton bake even strips, you can make these yourself, or you can easily make a strip of aluminium foil folded over dampened kitchen roll. Now this is going to last you. You can unravel it and you can re-soak the paper towel, I would say 2 or 3 times. You can even just re-up the paper towel because the foil should still be fine. Just be really careful with it. And you'll notice a huge difference in your baking. Your cakes will be softer, more fluffy, more delicious, and less crunchy and overcooked on the outside. Don't forget, I'm not a professional. I do this because it's fun and I love it, and I hope you do too. If you haven't subscribed, hit the button down below, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I hope this helps. This is how I make my birthday cakes, and I always get a couple thumbs up, and I hope you find success in it too. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Happy baking, guys. Bye.